Hello, my dear children. Today we are going to learn the second chapter, division. In the previous chapter, we learned about multiplication. Division is the opposite of multiplication. In the previous chapter, we learned multiplication is repeated addition. Here, division is repeated subtraction. Division is called as repeated subtraction. Let's check whether division is repeated subtraction or not. Here I am going to divide 8 divided by 2. So we are going to divide 8 into 2 equal parts, or this we can say that we can subtract 8, so 2 from 8, and we have to find how many 2's are there in 8. So first time 8 minus 2 is equal to, we know that 8 minus 2 is equal to 6. Again we are subtracting 6 minus 2, we got 4. 2 times subtracted, then 4 minus 2 is equal to 2. Subtracted 3 times, again 2 minus 2 is equal to 0, 4. So here we subtracted 2 from 8. How many times? 4 times. So we can write here 8 divided by 2 is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. We got the answer. So here we got the proof. That is, the division is repeated subtraction. Let's learn how to do division using the number line. Well, let us do with an example. Here we are going to do divide 12 by 3, and we have to find the quotient. Here 12 is the dividend, 3 is the divisor, and we have to find the quotient. So we know that division is the repeated subtraction. So we can start subtracting from 12. Here on the number line we can mark 12, and from 12 we have to subtract 3, isn't it? 1, 2, 3 units. When we move 3 units towards the left, we will reach 1, 9. Okay, so first time we subtracted, again we have to subtract one more time. So 1, 2, 3, and we are moving 3 units, we will get 1, 2, 3. You will reach into 6. So we subtracted 2 times. Again we can subtract, then 6 minus 3, 1, 2, 3, it is 3 we got. So 3 times we subtracted, again we can subtract one more time, then we got the answer. 3 minus 3 is equal to 0. So 1, 2, 3 and reach 0. 4. So how many times we subtracted? 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So here we got the answer. 12 divided by 3 is equal to 4. Or in the multiplication table we know that 4 multiplied by 3 is equal to 12. 4 3s are 12. Or 12 divided by 3 is equal to 4. I hope all of you understood how to do division using number line. Properties of multiplication. The first property of multiplication is, when we divide any number by 1, we got the number itself. So the quotient will be the number itself. For example, if we divide 25 by 1, the quotient will be 25 itself. And we divide 2578 by 1, we got the answer 2578. That means when we divide a number by 1, we get the number itself as the quotient. That is the first property. Then the second property, when we divide a number by the same number, then we got the quotient as 1. That means if you divide 35 by 35, the quotient will be 1. Again, when we divide 287 by 287, the quotient will be, yes, 1. When we divide any number by itself, the quotient is 1. That is the third property. Sorry, the second property. Then the third property says when 0 is divided by any number, the quotient is always 0. That means if you divide 0 by 2788, then the answer will be 0, or the quotient will be 0, or 0 divided by 29 is equal to 0. So any number, 0, when we divide 0 by any number, the quotient will be 0 itself. That is the third property. And one more property is there. The fourth property, it says we cannot divide any number by 0. That means 29 we cannot divide it by 0. That is wrong. So if you want to divide, at least we can start from 1. You cannot divide any number by 0. So what are the properties we learned here? The first property, when we divide a number by 1, we get the number itself as the quotient. The second property says when we divide a number by itself, the quotient is 1. And the third property says when 0 is divided by any number, the quotient is always 0. The fourth property, it says we cannot divide a number by 0. Division of a 2-digit number by a 1-digit number. Let's study this with an example. Divide 35 by 5. So first of all, we have to write 35 divided by 5. And now let's check how many 5s are there in 3. So we know that there is no 5s can be included in 3. So we have to take 35. So how many 5s are 35? Yes, 7 5s are 35. Here we have to write 35, 7 5s are 35. And now let's subtract 35 from 35. So 35 minus 35, we got 0. So 0 is the remainder. Then 35 is the dividend. 5 is the divisor. And 7 is the quotient. 7 is known as the quotient. Let's do one more example. Divide 21 by 7. So first we have to write 21, the dividend inside, and the divisor 7 outside. So let's check how many 7s are there in 2. So there's no 7s are included in 2, so we have to take 21. So how many 7s are 21? Yes, 3 7s are 21. So here we have to write 3 7s are 21. And now we have to subtract 21 minus 21 is 0. So we got the remainder 0, divisor 21, dividend 21, divisor 7, and quotient 3. Division of a 2-digit number by 1-digit number with remainder. So now let's do one example. 30 divide 36 by 5. So here let's write 36 and here we have to write 5, and there is no 3's are there, no 5's are there in 3, so we have to take 36. How many 5's are 36? So we get the 5's are, so 5 5's are 25, 5 6's are 30, and 5 7's are 35. So 36 is not there, so the nearest number just below 36, that is, what is that, is divisible by 5. We have to take the next nearest number divisible by 5, that is 7. 7 5's are 35 is the next nearest, very near to 36. Okay, now let's subtract 36 minus 35. So we got the remainder as 1. So here quotient 7 divisor 5 dividend 36 and remainder 1. When the remainder, when we are dividing, if we get the remainder 0, that means the number is completely divisible. For example, if you are dividing 28 by 2, so let's check. 2 is divisible by 2, isn't it? So how many 2's are there in 2? 1 2, so we can write 1 2, we can write here. Okay, so 2 minus 2, you write 2 minus 2 is equal to 0. Now write the next number below, that is 8. So how many 2's are 8? Yes, we know that 4 2's are 8. Subtract 8 from 8. 8 minus 8 is equal to 0. So we got the remainder as 0. That means this 28 is divisible by 2. In the previous question, when we are dividing 36 by 5, we got the remainder 1. That means 36 is not divisible by 5. Here 28 is divisible by 2 because we got the remainder 0. Let's do one more example. Divide 82 by 7. So first I write 82 divided by 7. So let's check how many 7's are there in 8. Yes, we know that 1 7 is included in 8, isn't it? So you can write 1 7. 1 7's are 7. 1 7's are 7. We have right here 7. And subtract 7 from 8. So 8 minus 7, you got 1. Next, we have to write this 2 here in this place. So now we have 12. So how many 7's are 12? 7 is included in 12, isn't it? So how many 7's are 12? Only 1 7 can be included in 12. Because if you are multiplying by 2 7, 7 plus 7, that is 14. Or 2 7's are 14. So here there is only 12. So only 1 7 can be included. So we write here 7. 1 7's are 7. And we can subtract 12 minus 7. What is 12 minus 7? 7 plus 3 is equal to 10. 7 plus 4 is equal to 11. 7 plus 5 is equal to 12. So we got the remainder 5. Here the dividend is 82, divisor 7, quotient 11 and remainder 5. Division of a 3-digit number by a one digit number. Example, divide 750 by 6. The steps and procedures are very similar to the previous examples. 750 divided by 6. First we have to check whether how many 7s are included in, how many 6s are included in 7. So we can see that 1 6 are 6, very near to 7. So 2 6 are 12. 12 is bigger than 7. So we have to take 1 6. 1 6 are 6. Now we have to subtract. 7 minus 6 is equal to 1. Now in the next step, we have to write this 5 down here. So now the number changes into 15. Now you have to find how many 6s are 15. So 1 6 are 6, 2 6s are 12, and 3 6 are 18. So here we have to find 12 is very near to 15 and less than 15. So when we are multiplying, we have to find the less than or the number less than or equal to 15. So here 12 is less than 15. So we can write here how many 2 6s are 12. 2 6s are 12, and we subtract 15 minus 12. So 12 plus 3 is equal to 15. Now we write this 0 here. Now the number changes into 30. Now we have to find how many 6s are 30. So we know that 5 6s are 30. So we have tried here 5 as a question. 5 6s are 30 here. Now 30 minus 30 is equal to 0. So we got the quotient. So our question is 125 and remainder 0. So we can say that 125 is divisible by 6 because we got the remainder 0. Doing one more example. 475 divide 475 by 5. So we can write 475 divided by 5. So 5 is not divisible by 4 is not divisible by 5. So we have to write, we take 47. So how many 5s are 47? 4 5 5s are 5 7s are 35. We know that 5 8s are 40. We know that 5 9s are 45 and not 59. 5 9s are 5 multiplied by 9. 5 9s are 45 and 5 10s are 50. So we have to take 45 because 45 is the next nearest number, that is less than 47. So we have to write 5 9s are 45 and 45 subtracted from 47. What is it? 2. 47 minus 45 is equal to 2. And we have write this 5 here. So 25. How many 5s are 25? 5 5s are 25. So right here 5 5s are 25. And now we have to subtract 25 minus 25, 0. So here we can say that 475 is divisible by 5 because we got the remainder 0. And here the quotient is 95, divisor 5, and the dividend is 475. Now let's learn division of a 3-digit number by 1-digit number with remainder. We have to start this with an example. 829 divided by 9. Divide 829 by 9. 829, write in this form, 9. Now let's check how many 9s are included in 7. So 8 is not divisible by 9. So you have to take the next number, 82. So we know that 9 9s are 81, very near to 82. So we write 9 9s are 81. And now we have to subtract 81 from 82. So 81 plus 1 is equal to 82. So we got 1 here. We have to write this 9 down here. How many 9s are 19? You know that? 1 9s are 9, 2 9s are 18, 3 9s are 27. So the nearest number is 18. Here we have to write 9 2s are 18. 19 minus 18, we got the remainder as 1. Here dividend is equal to 829 divisor 9 quotient 92 remainder 1.